The governor outlined some criteria for when stay-at-home orders could be loosened, but for small businesses, it's unclear when they'll get to reopen or what business will even look like when they do. I'm Pilla, and I'll tell you about a yoga studio who made the pivot online. And even though they're anxious to get back to the studio, why they're in no rush to do so, and how virtual classes may be here to stay. When I first visited SoHo Yoga in Hermosa Beach last year, I interviewed this trio of business partners on their studio's success over the past 6 years. And Niva, who's the director of operations, says it's all about their clientele.
We would like to take this opportunity to say it really is not about us, it was about the community that we found ourselves fortunate enough to be a part of.
But on March 14th, when they shut their doors indefinitely, this small business had to pivot. They had to figure out how to keep their tight-knit tribe together by creating a digital sense of community as people are isolated in their homes. And starting Wednesday, SoHo Yoga is launching its entire regular schedule of classes online.
I'm trying to give them their favorite classes with their favorite teachers at their favorite times. So, for us, we're just trying to adapt to this new environment. And although we feel like we're home alone, we're not.
Online is SoHo Yoga's new normal until they're able to open their studio again. But even when they do, it will most likely be different than it was before they closed with physical distancing. But as much as Pete wants to be back in their space, they won't open until it's safe to do so.
Worst thing I think that could ever happen is people rush back to try to get back to normal. And then all of a sudden it's another crisis and everyone has to go home for 2 months again.
On Tuesday, Governor Newsom outlined 6 key indicators that the state will use as a guide as it considers making any modifications to stay-at-home restrictions. For businesses, it includes having the ability to support physical distancing and redesigning their protocols and procedures.
Lincoln once said to think anew and act anew. And to find new approaches, new strategies to get things done, more teleworking.
Newsom also says California is building a task force to help the economy when the state starts to reopen. But when we think about businesses having to find new strategies and dive deeper into teleworking, Pete and SoHo Yoga are doing their best to be ahead of the curve, innovating, adapting, and growing in this new market in the digital space.
Once people start understanding how high quality the experience is from the safety of their homes, we hope it gives them an entirely new platform to grow their yoga practice.
Helping their clients adapt to this new world of online classes as the studio awaits the day to safely open its doors.